How you doing, everybody? Thanks for watching Segment 4 Smacktalk. I'm Tony Gaglione.
I'm Shawn Adams.
Segment 4, we do our weekly top 5. This top 5 is the unsung heroes of their respective teams.
Soccer, basketball, NBA basketball, NHL. This is for this year only. We do this because there's people that get a lot of credit or they get some criticism, but people don't realize how important they are to a team. Where their team may or may not be sitting versus playoffs, standings, whatever, right? Like what people don't see. The average sports fan, they might look at a team, they might see the superstars all game long. And some of these players might be a superstar, but they don't really get the credit they deserve. So I'm going to start with my number 5, and I hate to say this, but it's true. Manchester United forward Wayne Rooney. This guy, he's playing under a guy he doesn't like. David Moyes hates him. The guy sold him when he was at Everton. They hated each other.
They sued each other.
Van Persie's been hurt. You've had player dissent in the locker room. You've had a defense that's looked horrible all year long. And this guy has quietly gone out, done his job, scored goals, important goals. He's hit free kicks. He's done it all. He's played the way Wayne Rooney should have been playing for the past 3 seasons when he's been selfish. And this year he's kind of just kept his mouth quiet. He said the things to the teams. He said this past loss. He said that they gave up sloppy errors. He's not like criticizing the manager or saying he wants a new contract. He's doing the right things, and for that I give him props, because without Wayne Rooney, Manchester United would be like 10th.
No, they would be garbage.
They'd be like 10th. Because with Van Persie hurt all the time, they don't have anybody to score.
My number 5 is Kevin Love. Even though the Timberwolves do not make the playoffs, and there's a reason why they don't make the playoffs, because besides Kevin Love, the only person they have is Ricky Rubio, and the guy can't shoot the ball. So Kevin Love drops double-double after double-double after double-double.
Double-double machine.
Every game.
Yep.
He's even on McDonald's commercials for the double-doubles.
Double-doubles. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You put that guy on any team that's in the top 8, they're automatically contenders for a championship, in my opinion. So, my number 4.
No, skip your number 4.
Skip my number 4?
We'll talk your number 4 when I talk about it. My number 4 is Maxime Pacioretty of Montreal Canadiens. Look, the Canadiens, they're a good team, but this kid is lights out.
He's American too.
Yeah, he's lights out. He does things that you want a future star to be doing.
He's going to go on the ice, and I'm going to help you out here because I watch a lot of Canadians.
Yeah.
He's going to go on the ice, and he's going to take the hit to make the pass. Not take a hit to take the shot. He's going to take a hit to make the pass for the other guy to score, to get an assist. So he's going to lose 3 teeth just so his other teammate can get an assist. He does the nitty-gritty work down on the boards, and he always comes out with the puck. He plays his body, just like Marian Hossa of the Hawks, on the puck, and he keeps the puck away from people. This guy is a two-way player. He can play offense and defense.
One thing I was going to say about his defense, I watched him. I watched a playoff game in Tampa Bay. Up against the boards, I have very rarely seen players that use their feet. A lot of guys will take the skate and they'll trap the puck. They'll trap it. This guy is taking his foot. He's got his stick one way, and he's taking his foot, and he's trying to use the blade to stab, and he stabs the puck out and takes his other stick and passes it back with his foot. And I'm like, that's genius. That's genius. He's using his shoulder. He's a big body. He's like Hossa. You know, he's got star written all over him. Okay, and
he's not there yet.
No, he's not there yet. But if the Habs make it to the semis or the Eastern Conference Finals, you're going to hear
his name a lot more. My number 3 is Henrik Lundqvist. The only reason he is unsung to me is because I'm tired of hearing about everybody else that the New York Rangers just have. Like, they got Marian Gaborik for tons of money, and then they left. Rick Nash, they paid a tons of money for him. Then they just got Martin St. Louis. They got all this money invested in all these forwards, and McDonald and Callahan, who they traded. Nobody talks about Lundqvist.
One of the best goalies.
You put Lundqvist on any team in the NHL, and they're at least in the playoffs.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter. He is the best goalie in the NHL.
Right now.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah. The Rangers are going to be solid because of Lundqvist and goal.
Yeah.
My number 3, Tony hates this pick, and I get on this guy a lot, but Per Mertesacker of my Arsenal. Now,
he's very slow.
He's very slow guy, very slow, but his vocal command of his team, not just the defense, not the other 3 players on his back 4, the whole team. He's up in players. He got earlier this year, Ozil, they got whooped on the road against City. Ozil walks off with his head down. He goes up and chews out his fellow German national and tells him, you go out there and clap to our road fans because you played like crap. You go out there and clap. Yeah. You look at his defensive statistics. This dude's the best defender in the Premier League.
The only thing I can give you is who's going to win a header against Per Mertesacker.
Nobody.
Nobody.
Well, Andy Carroll and Per Mertesacker, that's like a forward.
That's strength versus, yeah, it's different.
Right. Okay, nobody's going to win it.
But these strikers, the only guys who have a chance is, like you said, strength guys.
Yeah.
Wayne Rooney.
Yeah.
Andy Carroll.
Yeah.
Guys
Crouch
like...
has got some height.
Yeah, Crouch, just height alone. But guys like Chicharito, guys like, Jesus Navas.
He's in the box.
Getting rolled over.
You watch this dude, he's got a long neck. He looks like a giraffe.
He's 7'2" or something.
Yeah, he's huge.
He's the Zdeno Chara of the EPL.
He does these things with it. The header will be coming in, and you could see the other player. It's like, oh, that's a goal. And his head just goes, nope, knocks it away out of nowhere. Another thing I want to say about Mertesacker is Wigan final against semis against Wigan, FA Cup. He gives up a bad penalty. It's like his only mistake he's made this year. He goes in for a slide tackle, gives up the penalty. Guess who scores the tying goal? Per Mertesacker does. And he does it on one of those limp face goals. Like, you just need to redirect the ball, but if you do anything with your face, you're going to send it wide. He jumps out and he does like the fish. Just touches it with his head. Yeah. Ball goes right in. He knows what he's doing.
No, I give him credit. I don't think he's a number 3, but I give him credit. My number 2 is Sergei Bobrovsky of the Columbus Blue Jackets. Columbus Blue Jackets making their first appearance in the Stanley Cup playoffs this year. Sergei Bobrovsky won the Vezina Trophy last year, and yet nobody's talking about Sergei Bobrovsky. Yeah. After the end of his contract, nobody wanted to sign him. Nobody wanted to pick him up. He was just sitting there waiting for Columbus to say, hey, are we going to re-sign or what? Because nobody else wants me. Then he goes out and he wins a Vezina. He takes Pittsburgh, and he knocks them basically
in the teeth.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it's 1-1 to Pittsburgh right now. I'm picking Sergei Bobrovsky and Columbus to beat Pittsburgh and knock them out of the first round.
That'd be nice. That would change the whole East. That would change the whole face of the East.
Excuse me. You're number 2.
My number 2.
I like this pick.
This guy is, when you think of the word class, you think of a Las Vegas hooker. Oh, no. You think of Steven Gerrard.
Gerrard.
This guy has won everything you could win as a player. Champions League, FA Cup, Carling Cup. He has not won the Premier League. But this dude plays with passion. When he was younger, Steven Gerrard, Ryan Giggs, probably the 2 best midfielders England have ever had. Okay, Steven Gerrard, he's a Liverpool kid. He grew up in the streets of Liverpool. He's a Liverpool guy. He's played for Liverpool. Chelsea tried to sign him years back when Abramovich bought the team. He said no. He stayed in Liverpool. They had no success. After 2005, they just tanked.
He's got the feeling like it's got to happen. It's got to happen.
And this year, they're in first place. They got a 5-point lead.
He knows his own skills, so he knows what he can do to make it happen.
Yeah, and he's playing center defensive mid now. Yeah. And he's killing fools. Yeah. He's killing them.
No,
that guy, I have the utmost respect for Steven Gerrard.
So do
he's
I.
good friends with Wayne Rooney. They call each other almost after every match.
100% agree with that pick.
Number 2 pick.
Even though he's an old guy and he really doesn't play the biggest part anymore, but except for leadership roles. Yeah. But I totally agree with that pick.
He's the Ryan Giggs of Liverpool.
My number 1 is Joakim Noah. I'm not being a homer. Defensive Player of the Year, just named today. Without Derrick Rose, Joakim Noah is
2 years in a row.
2 years in a row without Derrick Rose. Joakim Noah is the Chicago Bulls.
Yes.
He's the face of the Chicago Bulls right now and in the future, no matter what any Chicago Bulls fan says. Because when Derrick Rose comes back, people are going to know Joakim Noah. They're not going to know Derrick Rose until Derrick Rose becomes Derrick Rose again.
I didn't put him in unsung because for 2 straight years he's carried the team, but I'm going to say something. I knew that kid was a star when he played at Florida.
Yeah, everybody knew he was a star when he played at Florida. That's why he's a first-round draft pick.
He has something that few big men have, and it's drive.
Yep.
He does all of the stuff, all of the small things right. He goes after, he attacks the basketball, he rebounds. He does assists. He doesn't lapse on defense. He's a shot blocking machine.
Even though he has a tornado shot, it still goes in.
It goes in, yeah.
What I like best about Joakim Noah is that he comes out of the paint and he could be at the point near the three-point line and play point guard for you.
Yeah.
Basically, he's holding the ball out here and he's waiting for the next pass. And then when he makes the next pass, he crashes the boards.
His hand is like over. It's like a baseball to him.
But when he makes that next pass, he crashes the boards.
Yeah.
So he's there for a rebound or the pass back.
Yeah. Okay. I'll agree with Tony. He's a great player. I didn't put him on unsung because for 2 straight years this dude's carried the team. I talked about it last year. Joakim Noah, beast in my mind. I got a lot of respect for the dude. My number 1 is Tony's number 4. And I'm going to say this. This guy didn't make an impact on his last team because the coaches are crazy.
Yeah.
He's insanely fast. He's a great kid. Great all-around human being. He comes to Liverpool last January. He becomes the first fastest Liverpool player to score 20 goals. Okay, now he's the fastest Liverpool player to score 30 goals. This season, he is number 2 in the scoring, behind his teammate Luis Suarez, and I'm talking about Daniel Sturridge. This dude has got the worm dance when he scores. This kid is awesome. He doesn't complain. He doesn't have an attitude. He doesn't dive. He does not dive.
No, he does not dive. He is not Luis Suarez.
He will stay
And the
up.
reason that he is unsung, the reason that he's not higher on my list is because the amount of goals that he has scored. However, the reason he is on my unsung heroes. Okay, go ahead.
Rest of the show.
Is because Luis Suarez has how many goals now? 35, 36?
No, he's got 29.
Whatever. He's going to end
30,
up with 30.
Yeah,
He's going to end up with 30 plus, maybe even 40. So, no. There's 4 games left.
Yeah.
He's going to end up with 35. I'm going to call it. Okay? But most of Luis Suarez's goals are assisted by Daniel Sturridge.
Yep.
So that's why you have to give it to him. Because nobody looks at the guy who made the great pass, unless you're looking at the NFL.
Yeah.
But nobody looks at the guy who made the great pass. Like, nobody looks at the guy who gunned out the runner from right field.
Yeah.
Who's that guy with the good cannon arm in right field?
Yeah.
Nobody knows him. Oh, because he's batting 180. You know what I mean? Like, it's, nobody knows that.
No, the thing is like, Chelsea sold Sturridge for like $8 million, which is
Steal!
Steal. Now, it goes. I would say it's second to Michu as like the best January signing ever, right? Okay, because Michu was $2 million.
Sure.
It's like ridiculous. But the thing about Daniel Sturridge is this kid, like you said about the pass, they've got another player who's coming up because of this, who's learning from Suarez and Sturridge, and that's Raheem Sterling. He's making other players better because he's showing them the right way to do it. This is Spencer.
This is Spencer.
Don't know. This is Tony's kid.
My dog.
Okay. That's it for
special
Smack Talk.
guest.
Yes, special guest. Hey, Spencer, what do you think? What do you think about Daniel Sturridge? Yeah? That's what you think? Yeah? I agree.
I'm Tony Gaglione.
I'm
This is
Shawn
Spencer
Adams.
Gaglione. Thanks for watching Smack Talk.
Stay tuned for next week. Watch the bounce.